Welcome to Advanced Editing Your Website training, utilizing shortcodes. In this video, we will be looking at the column shortcode, the effect it creates on your website, and how you can create this effect yourself using the content management system of your website. First, we're going to look at the Google AdSense and AdWords post. This post has had some basic format done. Headings and an image have been added to break up the text. Now we are going to compare this to the advanced formatting that has been done with the column shortcode. Now we are looking at the same post, but with a column shortcode applied to create this effect. See that AdSense the yin and AdWords the yang are both in their own separate columns that are surrounded by borders. This gives a nice stylized look to the text. Now I'm going to walk you through the steps that I took to create this effect on the post. Once you've logged in the content management system of your website, you'll want to go to your desired area for editing. In my case, I'm going to go to Posts and select the Google AdSense and AdWords post for editing. Once I'm on the Edit Post page, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit and review my content for any formatting that's already been done, just so I get an idea of what I'm already working with. Then I'm going to scroll down to the shortcode generator and choose the column shortcode off of the list. You'll notice that the column shortcode has several configuration options. Under layout, you can pick the number of columns you want to have: 2 columns, 3 columns, 2/3 columns, 4 columns, and 3/4 columns. You can also enter the content you want to appear in the columns. Before you send the shortcode to the editor, you can choose whether or not you want to have a border on your columns, and you can set the columns to a fixed height if you desire. For example, I could type in the number 300 and have my columns be 300 pixels tall. In this case, we're just going to use the border on the columns and have 2 columns. I'm going to place my cursor where I want to insert the shortcode, right here after ads, and then I'll scroll back down just a little bit so I can hit send shortcode to editor, and I'm going to review my shortcode. 2 columns here starts the first column. This is the closing tag for that first column. This shortcode tag opens the second column, and this shortcode tag closes the second column. Since I want AdSense the yin to be my first column, I'm going to take everything after this first closing tag, highlight it, and then cut it. Scroll down below this content where I want the end of my column to be and paste it in. Then I'm going to highlight the closing tag for a second column and cut that. Since AdWords is going to be the entirety of my second column, scroll down to the bottom of that content and paste in the closing tag. Then I will hit Preview Changes and review the effect I've created. Alright, I'll notice that my columns are slightly uneven. It's probably due to the size of my image. So I have a couple options. I can reduce the size of my image, or I can redo my columns and set them to a fixed height. For example, I'm going to redo the columns. I'll go back to our Edit Post screen. Going to scroll up to my first insert of the columns. Highlight that first opening tag. Scroll down to shortcode generator. In this case, I'm going to have my columns have a height of 750 is my estimate. I'll send the shortcode to editor and follow the same steps as before. Now you notice that I'm replacing the shortcodes that I entered last time. It's because I'm completely redoing my columns. And then I'm going to preview changes again and review what I've done. In this case, 750 was a little bit too long. So what I can do is I can go back to my editing screen and scroll to the top where my first column starts. And I can actually edit the height number right within the shortcode. Now I'm going to guess that 725 will be the correct height. Then I'm going to preview my changes and review what I've done. Alright, 725 still gives me a little space. But as you can see, you can go back and edit that number again until you get it correct. Now, so you can see the difference in the appearance, I'm going to show you the columns without borders. I'm going to go back to my edit post. I'm going to highlight the first opened column like I did before. So we're going to stay with 2 columns, no border. Going to take off the height and send shortcode to editor. Scroll back to my content area, follow the same steps as before. And once I'm done, I will preview my changes. Now you'll notice the difference in the columns as they're both broader, which makes them not as long. And in this case, they don't match up evenly. I suggest that you practice with these shortcodes and try the 3 columns, the 2/3 columns, 4 column options on your content. Once you're satisfied with your columns, you go ahead and update your post. Thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next Utilizing Shortcodes training.